We've now got some more integral rules. When it looks like it's been a chain rule or something like that, or we have an exponential or a fraction with more to it than just one number, we have these three rules. So the basic thing that is common between all of them is we have a 1 on a at the front. So it's a 1 over, and that a is the number that was in front of the x in each of the situations. So when we're doing practice, then you'll see how they work. So the first example, we're going to find the indefinite integral of 4x minus 5 all to the power of 6. So this is just that first rule there that we're going to do. I'll just put a star next to it. Now, just follow the rule. So it's going to equal 1 on a. A is the value in front of the x, so it's going to be 1 on 4, open brackets, 1 on n plus 1 to the power plus 1, which will be 1 on 7 because the power is 6 in the original, bracket, then stays the same, 4x minus 5, and we add 1 to the power. So we'll have 1 on 4 multiplied by 1 on 7, 4x minus 5, all to the power of 7. And then from there we can just simplify that. So all we have to do is multiply the fraction. So it'll be 1 on 28 of 4x minus 5 to the power of 7. With b, we've got 1 on 3x plus 2 dx. So now we're going to look at the third rule above. And we're going to have 1 on a, which is the number in front of the x, which is a 3. It goes to an ln. And we have whatever's on the bottom goes into the brackets and plus c. And we can't simplify that, so it just stays as it is. C, we've got 2 e to the power of 5x minus 1 dx. So now we're going to go to the second rule with the e. And when we have it exponential in this form, we've got these 2 at the front, so remember the 2 just stays there. We can pull it out the front of the integral if you would like. So it's going to be 2 on a, the number in front of the x, which is 5. And then it's going to be e, and the rest of it stays the same. And then plus c. So 2 on 5, e to the 5x minus 1. D, we kind of have a mix of the two rules. But what we can do with this one is we can rewrite it as 5x plus 2 all to the power of negative 4. And then it just becomes that first rule again, which will be 1 on a, which is 1 on the number in front of the x, which is 5, multiplied by 1 on, add 1 to the power, which will be negative 3. The bracket stays the same, and add 1 to the power. Plus c, and then simplify. So it'll be minus 1 on 15, and then keep the brackets in the power as it is. Now from here, if you wanted to, we could simplify it again some more and get rid of the negative power, so it'd be negative 1 on 15 5x plus 2 to the power of 3. And then we've got to remember our plus c's. And the next thing we want to go through is particular value. So this is when we try and work out the value of c. And we can find out the constant if we're given a particular value of the function to start with. So in this one, we've got find f of x given that the derivative is this, x cubed minus 2x squared plus 3, and we know the function at 0 equals 2. So we want to find the original, we've been given the derivative, which means we want to find the integral of this, x cubed minus 2x squared plus 3 dx. And the first thing we're going to do is find the integral of that. So we will get 1 on 4, x to the power of 4 minus 2 on 3, x cubed plus 3x plus c. So there's our integral. Now the next thing that we know is that f of 0 equals 2. And we know now that f of x is what we've just found, so a quarter x to the power of 4 minus 2/3 x cubed plus 3x plus c. So we can just sub these values in. So we know the function equals 2, so it'll be 2 equals, and this is when x is 0. So it will be a quarter 0 to the power of 4 minus 2 on 3 multiplied 0 to the power of 3 plus 3 times 0 plus c, which means in this situation 2 would equal c. And so the final function, because the question asks us to find f of x, so f of x equals a quarter x to the power of 4 minus 2/3 x cubed plus 3x plus 2. So when you're finding the value of c, you do your integral as you would normally. You sub in values you've been given for the original function so you can find out what c is.